the Earth, we've only seen it, and when we've seen it, and that's only been recently after the things have passed. This one was picked up very early. So, it's astoundingly good news, and very lucky.
Doesn't that concern you that here we are in this high-tech age of ours, and still we have a gap within the protective ring around this planet that still a meteorite can get through?
Well, when I started off on this back in 1997, there was nothing. There would have been no warning at all. Now we're much better positioned than we were then. There was absolutely no warning for a Tunguska-sized impactor.
Right.
So DA-14 would never have been spotted at all. So we've come a tremendous way since then. And this warning shot is likely to drop everything into place to seal the system. I want to mention Canada has paid already, as a Canadian, for the NeoSat, and that's going to be launched by India coming up here on February 25th. So, and that'll provide a heck of a lot of protection.
Tell me, Ed, what was the first thing you did after you heard the news?
Well, I went over and watched all the videos that came out real time. We initially gotten casualty reports, but the injury reports. And so, the question was, how bad is this going to be? Then I sat and watched those and watched the entry paths. But then when you could see the videos from inside where the glass just came in and then dropped to the floor instead of going at a couple hundred miles an hour, which would have been the case had this thing exploded just a little bit further into the atmosphere, then I knew that there wouldn't be much need for eye transplants, and most of it was just cuts, nasty cuts and minor cuts. So it was a really good feeling when I saw that, and then I went out and got a pizza and went to sleep because it would be time until the circuit of analysis really started up.
Okay, so what happens next? What is the next step that the scientific community takes?
Well, I woke up later that evening, got congratulatory calls, which was nice, because I've been at this for so long, and then the scientific analysis started up. The meteorite hunters were out working, and it, what came down, where did it fall, and what signals we have available. The analysis of the trajectories from the videos had begun, so that's what happened for me next.
But what is the use of all this analysis?
Well, it'll teach us how to stop one of these things, or what we'll need exactly to use. Also, the mechanisms, the mechanics of bolide explosions. And what you watch there, that bright flash of light, a lot of people think that what you have is a sonic boom that hit the ground. No, what happens is a bolide event where the front side of the impactor, and in this case you call it a meteoroid because there were meteorites from it and people were left alive to collect the meteorites. The front side of a meteoroid goes through the back side of a meteoroid, and then that's what causes it to explode, throwing off the infrared light that you saw.
Okay, so the information that is collected, let me see if I've got this correct, is used in the detection of these meteorites?
It'll be used actually to understand the mechanics of how to stop them. We know how dense they are. We have a good idea of some entry paths now, and it's just really good. Scientifically, it's very valuable because you know what kind of systems you have to stop one.
So what's going on with the Russian space program and the Russian response?
Well, the Prime Minister told the Defense Ministry that it was their job to see that one of these never hit Russia again. It's no secret that Russia, the U.S., and China have anti-satellite weapons. Well, if you can spot one of these early enough, you can use those weapons for peaceful purposes, preventing anything from hitting like a Tunguska-type impactor.
It's funny because the week prior to these two, the asteroid and the meteorite that no one was expecting, the Discovery Channel and other channels were advertising programming that they had planned for the week that it actually happened on the Tunguska event. And I find this more than just coincidental.
Well, it's I don't think it was a public relations stunt by any of the science channels to promote their shows, but undoubtedly they got good viewing. Essentially, in this case, instead of having a comet chunk come in, we had a stony asteroid, 10% iron content, ordinary chondrite, and it just went off. It's just one of them things. I go with the theory of a combo shot, but that's just me.
Was there any response by the United States or NASA to the events that happened in Russia?
Well, Administrator Bolden gave the Atlas system $5 million. I'm assuming that's out of his discretionary funds, it's like contingency funds. And essentially what that was a payoff to the University of New Mexico for saying that there wasn't a comet that killed, comet impact that killed 95% of the people living in North America. It was a payoff to Boswell for taking that line when he knows better. It's just the other one that NASA did was their PAO is releasing plenty of press releases, the Public Affairs Office, so they're trying to make this go away, but it's not going to go away. They'll try and feed stories to the press. Here's your easy story, here's your paycheck. Try and move it off the front page, but it's not going to move.
So so we can look at this as a wake-up call then?
Exactly, and nobody died. So it's wonderful.
It sure is. Ed, you and I have to take our commercial break with the news. Please stand by. We'll be back shortly. E.P. Grondine is our special guest, Exo Nation. We're talking about comets, asteroids, and meteorites this hour here on the X-Zone. E.P. is also the author of Man and Impact in the Americas. My name is Rob McConnell. This is the X-Zone, a place where people dare to believe and dare to be heard. Coming up next week, we also have a former astronaut coming on the show to talk about deep space impact. Dr. John Brandenburg is his name. We're going to be talking to the good doctor, not only about comets, asteroids, and meteorites, but the present-day space program and what's in store for us in the future. My name is Rob McConnell. This is the X-Zone, and I will be back on the other side of this commercial break from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Don't go away. My name is Rob McConnell, and I would like to tell you about a very special lady that I have the pleasure of knowing, and that's Miss Sylvia Anthony. Sylvia Anthony believes the golden years are a time to gear up and get busy, not relax and take it easy. She has faced many hardships in her 84 years, but they have made her stronger and more determined. As founder and president of Sylvia's Haven, a shelter for women and their children near Boston, Sylvia has helped transform over 1,086 lives in the past 27 years, not only with housing, but also providing direction as to where they can go to develop the earning skills they want and need to live free from difficult domestic situations. Sylvia's Haven is everything to Sylvia Anthony, even calling it her magnificent obsession. Women who qualify for the program at Sylvia's Haven receive assistance via guidance counselors to find the appropriate job opportunity. Women and their children may remain at the housing for up to 2 years. At the end of this time, or sooner, a woman who is successfully employed and has an apartment or home may leave Sylvia's Haven to begin a new and independent life. Now this is where you come in to help make Sylvia's dream into a reality. Sylvia's dream is to have a Sylvia's Haven in every state to help as many women and their children as she can, and to help this dream come true. A crowdfunding site has been established which can be accessed at www.sylviasdream.org. Now that's www.sylviasdream.org. With your financial help and support, Sylvia Anthony will continue to help those in their time of need, not only in the Boston area, but with her dream of having a Sylvia's Haven in every state of the United States. Your help is needed to make Sylvia's dream come true. Please visit and give at www.sylviasdream.org. Once again, www.sylviasdream.org. And remember, the only difference between a dream and reality is just doing it. We need your help to make Sylvia's dream come true. Visit www.sylviasdream.org. Once again, www.sylviasdream.org. For the X Zone Radio TV show and the X Chronicles newspaper, I am Rob McConnell. From our broadcast studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, to the world and beyond, you're watching the X Zone Broadcast Network, www.xzbn.net. You're listening to the X Zone Radio Show, live and around the world on the Talkstar Radio Network, X Zone Broadcast Network, UK High Definition Radio, Euro High Definition Radio, and Star Cable. Our toll-free telephone number worldwide is 1-800-610-7035. Our email address, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com, and our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. X Zone Nation, welcome back. My name is Rob McConnell, and this is the X Zone Radio TV show coming to you from our studios in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Worldwide toll free 1-800-610-7035. Email xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com, and our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. And don't forget, X Zone Nation, you can always listen to 3 months' worth of podcasts, or they're available on Apple iTunes as well, at www.xzonepodcast.com, and to check out who's the who in the world of the paranormal and the science of parapsychology, check out our online directory at www.xzonedirectory.com. And coming in the middle of March, I am told, the printed version will be available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and bookstores everywhere. E.P. Grondine is my guest this hour. We're talking about close encounters with comets, meteorites, and asteroids. And Ed is one of the world's foremost authorities on comet and asteroid impact. He's also the author of Man and Impact in the Americas. And Ed, it's always great having you on the show. When we look at the space projects and what's going on, I had a gentleman on the show, and I'm so happy you're with me tonight because I wanted to talk to you about his claims. His name is Dr. Miller, and he claims to have worked at NASA, and he told me on air that the United States and Russia had